start streaming. I believe it's going. Because usually it tells me it's going.
Well, that was a bummer because we were down by the river, and you know, hey, look, things happen when you're out, and we're trying to go live and bring you to where we're at, and we had to walk up to the camp host area, and we're sitting here in front of a building, unfortunately, but this granite rock is nice.
Right. So it's all, you know, we had to improvise. That's what we do.
That's what we do. When you're on the road as much as we are, whether we're going a different route, whether the rain comes or the snow,
you have to adapt, overcome, and conquer.
You got to do it. And so we actually, you can't see it, but we've got 2 milk crates. Josh is sitting on a milk crate with a pillow, and he's got his Mac. Is on a Mac Pro. And, you know, he's doing his thing.
So we had it all set up on the river. It was a great scene. We were stoked. The bikes were there. We were just like, yes, this is a great place to go live. And now this is it. But we can still tell you a lot of good things.
We're not going to let that stop us.
No, we're going to tell you a few good, cool things. So
what a cool week, right? We started off on Monday. We had a bunch of orders come into 2-Lane Life. We had to deal with that. Which is an awesome problem to have.
Right.
We did our live on Instagram. It was pretty cool. We talked about some of the giveaways, which we'll do here. We also had Jace come in on Tuesday.
Yeah, we did a hit podcast with him.
And did a podcast, and he joined our live, which was awesome.
That was cool.
We may end up riding with him Saturday. We're going to head back tomorrow afternoon. But we're up here in the sticks camping out.
Yeah, we're on the Kern River, and the river comes from Mount Whitney. That's where the watershed starts, and it goes down to Bakersfield. Really, it used to go out to San Francisco Bay.
Yeah, and what was kind of cool is, you know, the dam down in Lake Isabella was like the #1 dam in the country that needed retrofitting.
Right, number one risk.
And what was it, 3 years ago, we had like just massive amounts of snow and water.
Right.
And it filled the thing, and everyone's going, whoa.
Yeah, like why didn't they fix it before it filled? But
right.
Hey, you know.
But then as you come up, you know, we've been coming up here, but as you come up today to see the landfill that they put in, the restructuring and shaping of the dam, pretty cool.
Yeah, so we're on the wild and scenic Kern River. It's the only river in the Sierra Nevada that goes from north to south. It's a beautiful river, has a lot of different terrain that it goes through. And hey, you know.
I don't even know how you know all this stuff.
Well,
were you a river guide on this?
Yeah, I lived up here for several years during river season, from spring to September. So I ran rivers, I raced kayaks up here. This was something really great. I never thought I'd be riding a Harley. Yeah, but now we're highwaymen, and
well, you slalom kayaks and you slalom your bike, so maybe that just kind of wasn't natural for you. There's some guy by the name of Jeff McPhee that you...
Yeah, my buddy, he was a river guide with me here.
He's pretty funny.
Yeah, so, you know, what do we got going on? When are we doing the helmet giveaway?
So we had talked about the last Thursday of the month, but that would be next week. So we're going to move it to April 1st. It's April Fool's Day, but we're not fooling.
Yeah.
All right, that will give the people that are on Instagram also a chance that week. We're going to start really putting out the schedule, and we will put out like 3 o'clock or 2 o'clock on Thursday, April 1st, because we want as many people to come in as possible. We've had some fun the last couple of weeks giving away the phone number and having giveaways and people calling in, so that's been pretty cool.
You know, and the way we have our bikes packed up to get up here with all the camping gear and stuff, I feel like they're adventure bikes. And on that note of adventure bikes, we're going to have something special for you next Thursday. We're going to have Lance Corey come in and explain. He rode the Pan America, him and his buddy Riley, and they ripped Kernville. They were all over. They jumped them. I don't think there's any riders right now in the country that has done as much as these two guys on the bike. So from the road, sand, snow, dirt, jumps up the side of mountains. You've seen it in the footage. All that footage is Lance and Riley. And he's going to come in and tell you everything you want to know about these Pan Americas.
Well, there's a lot of mystique around the bike.
Yeah.
And, you know, we'd love to get out and get on them at some point.
Right.
But, you know, there's 2 riders that have really been on, maybe 3 or 4, but 2 that we know. And so I think it's really cool that we have that opportunity to bring him in studio
Yeah.
and have a discussion about what he thought about the bike. And if you listen to Fast Life podcast as well, that's going to be a little bit further out.
Right.
But tune in if you want to hear about, what he thought about the bike. And I think you'll be pretty surprised because he was pretty stoked.
Yeah. Now, guys have ridden them. There are guys across the country
Yeah.
that have been riding them, but no one has done what these two guys have done on these bikes. Remember, they raced motocross most of their life. Lance was a backflipping X Games guy. So when he put those things to the test, he put them to the test. So if you have friends or anyone interested, come to our live next Thursday and you will hear from his mouth everything about the bike you want to know.
Yeah, so we sounds like we've got a little something going on in the background. I'm also sliding down this piece of granite.
We found a rock to be as close to nature as we could for this live.
So yeah, that'll be really cool. I think you'll get a lot out of that. We try to bring different aspects of stuff, like we did the Cobra drop, the fueling drop, did the Legends drop. We're trying to give you a variety of rides versus shop versus subject matter experts, coming in. Lexan was on talking about their headset, so this will be cool with Lance.
I mean, I've heard guys and watched guys on the internet now putting videos up about this Pan America.
Yeah.
And all they can say is, here's the spec. We don't know anyone that has rode one of these to tell them the vibe.
And we have someone that has.
We do. Two Lane Life has that guy.
Yeah.
So next Thursday, stay tuned, tell your friends, and come and listen to the Pan America story.
This rock also makes me push my belly out a little bit. But you know what's also cool?
Yes, what?
When we travel, we meet new people.
Yes.
So there's a new restaurant in Kernville. So if you guys are out and riding about and you're in Kernville, stop by Eddie's Out.
Yes. Eddie
Out.
Eddie Out.
And we met Jamie, who's part owner in that endeavor and also a part owner in Rivernook, the campground here that we're staying.
Gotcha.
And it was cool to hear her story about how this has been out here for a number of years. There's 54 acres. It's campgrounds. You've got full hookups. You've got tent hookups. You've got riverside spots. I mean, so just a really cool campground. And if you look at the map of this thing, there's like 2 or 3 creeks that run through it as well.
Right.
All year long, because the Kern feeds that.
Well, I'm kind of stoked because tonight when we're done with dinner and we're done with having a good time and everyone does go into their little tents and goes to sleep, we're going to hear the river all night.
Yeah, that's going to be great.
I like that. I like sleeping next to a river.
But I'm really excited for dinner. There's a bunch of drakes and mallard ducks out there, some drakes and hens. So I was talking about let's catch some and do some duck soup.
Bird shot or double out buck?
No, I'm going to go snare them. You watch me.
Right.
Okay, well, let's maybe have ribeye instead.
Yeah, we're going to have ribeye and veggies.
Yep.
So
we got a camp stove down there. If you were watching the Figueroa Mountain Run with our wives, we brought that camp stove up, got that set up. We've got the tent set up. It's going to be, we just ran up to the grocery store, pulled all that stuff, brought it back in the bikes, and boom, we're going to be ready to go. Even though it's only one night, still pretty cool.
Right. Definitely. Anything? Any questions from anybody?
Yeah, we got some questions. Let's see here.
And are we still live?
We are still live.
Awesome.
It worked this time. I saw a couple names that were on there the first time, so thanks for hopping back on, guys.
Yeah, for sure.
We got Stefan Boring. I'm riding from Florida, California, May 10th to the 23rd. Y'all got plans that far out yet? I'd like to meet you guys and get some of my 2 Lane Life gear signed.
So Stefan is riding out here
I told him to shoot us an email,
Yeah, shoot us an email.
Can they hear you, Josh?
They can hear me.
Good.
Okay. I couldn't hear you.
We will sign your gear, no problem.
Yeah. We screwed up on that one shirt, too.
Which one?
The guy wanted the shirt.
Oh,
Maybe it
right.
was Stefan. We need to figure that out.
We'll figure it out.
But love to do it in person.
Yeah.
Then we got Bill DeMonch. Hello, received my hat and stuff. Harley survives after all this crap. I've survived cancer 5 times, 5 types. I'm getting ready to ride again.
Right on,
Right
man.
on,
That's
man.
awesome.
We are on your side.
We got David Ryan. Sounds interesting. My brother's been wanting to do adventure bikes.
Awesome.
We got High Flyer. I have mine coming. One of the first 2 my dealer is getting in May.
Nice.
Nice.
Pan America. John Bouchard. Hey guys, Maine here. Wondering, with as many miles as you put on, do you have a preference in seats?
I mean, look, we run the Saddleman Slim LS, and we've run that. We had 2 seats, one each that we ran that had about 250,000 miles on it. We reskinned them a couple times.
Yeah, because we don't want to let them go.
Right. With the newer road glides, with the dash being a little bit shorter, Saddleman redesigned that tongue of that seat, so we're running those now. We're partial to those. When we have the ladies out on the bikes, we usually run the road sofa. There's an extended reach for those of you that are like 6 feet and above. That is set back by 2 inches, and there's just the normal. And I mean, they're comfortable for us and for the ladies.
I love them.
Yeah,
I love them.
All right, what do we got next? We got Joe McCrory. Sorry, I can't really see the screen in the sun out here. If you guys ever plan to travel out east, it would be great to see you guys on the right coast.
We are going to be on the East Coast this year, so yes, sir, we will.
And back to the seat question, you can see those seats on twolanelife.com, just as a shameless plug.
Josh, should we slide you right over here into the shade? We can do that real quick.
I'm feeling good in the sun right now.
Okay, all right, digging
We
it.
got Joe again. He said, let's see, John, I want someone to review the new Harley heated and cooled seat. It's almost 900, but I'm interested to know how the cooling works. So that's pretty interesting. I've never heard of that.
It's definitely a heating element. I don't know about the cooling. That's yeah.
Yeah, it's a new seat they've got.
How would they do the cooling? That's a good question.
Steve Chamberlain, I made it work. Not on my bike. Willie Park, I invite you to ride the Oregon coast north to south. Ride safe, keep the channel moving forward, pure enjoyment.
Thank you.
We have ridden part of the Oregon coast in our third or fourth trip to Sturgis, and we do plan on coming back up that way. Actually, on the board, we have the Columbia Gorge. So we'd like to come up more coastal and then cut across, go through there.
Yeah.
That's a little creaking of the firewood door.
I'm sure it doesn't hit the tripod.
Right.
No, I don't think it
There's
can.
a rock right there.
Let's see here. What else we got? David Ryan, good luck with sleeping bags.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sir, well, might need it. Larry Blevins, would you ever do the Lake Tahoe loop? We have.
We have.
Well, we've done part of the loop. We were in South Lake Tahoe. We need to go around the whole lake.
Yes, I've been around it, but not in
Not on a bike.
one turn. But we did see a rare flat rainbow at South Lake Tahoe, and it was amazing.
Yeah, check out the Virginia City drop. There's this epic, as we come around the corner, we all had the cameras going, luckily, at the
Right.
same time, and it was like mind-boggling.
It was a once-in-a-lifetime catch.
Or maybe for you, twice in a life. You were in Hawaii and you
Yeah,
saw
I
one.
got to see it. It wasn't as bright, but it was there. It
Yeah.
was cool.
Then we got Ruben Garza. Do you invite some of your followers on some of your rides?
We've had a few show up in towns that we've passed through.
Yeah, we don't typically invite people, but if you know that we're coming somewhere and you ask to ride with us, we try to reach out and see if we can do that. This year we are talking about doing a few group rides, especially when we're out in some different places, whether that be, what was the Reno Hot City? Carson, no, what was
Hot
the?
Summer Nights.
Hot Summer Nights. We're talking about maybe doing
Street Vibrations.
Street
is
vi-
named.
Hot Summer Nights or Street Vibrations, you know.
It's you know, you can call it whatever you want.
Zoned out
Right.
for a minute, had no idea what you were talking about. Willie Park, you guys are the reason I'm back on Instagram. Hell yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Stephen Boring, ever think about doing a gear demo as far as what type of tech stuff y'all use to make the video, like what drone and what head camera y'all use?
No, we haven't really thought about
Maybe
letting out our
eventually,
top secret information.
However, that being said, Josh,
I think, as we start to put out different types of content, that's definitely a possibility, but right now we're trying to get these travel drops going and keep inspiring people to get out, and then once we share those, maybe we'll inspire people to start making their own videos.
well, and I would also say in any of our YouTube drops, you can go down in the information section and you can see GoPros, the type of camera, the type of drone that we use. We're not really giving out trade secrets so much, but the equipment's out there. You can see exactly what we're using.
Let's see what else we got. Daryl Oaks. Hey, just now caught y'all.
Hope you
What up, buddy?
Looks like you got your suspension there, so I can't wait to hear how that goes for you.
Steve Chamberlain, don't forget those campfire shots for Scuba Steve. Yes, sir. So that was who we had us do shots the other day.
They're coming.
Gregory Eckert, LC, what knife do you normally open to carry? Love your guys' channel. Keep me sane during Indiana winters.
This is called a two-faced blade, handmade. The guy's really awesome. I've had it for a while and it's become a tool, so I kind of always am wearing it because I ends up coming in handy from time and time again.
Yeah, the law's after him.
Yeah.
He's been doing some handiwork lately.
Gilbert Moreno, hot August nights in Reno and Sparks.
Aha, okay.
See?
What we got right now.
All right, well, look, hey, so this month is our bell giveaway.
Yep.
It's another one we're going to do. We will do the dial in for dollars. We'll have a couple little side prizes as well, but we will give you the time that we're going to have the call, and we will give you a phone number. It will not be the one that we've been throwing out the last couple of weeks. So you'll need to come in, stay tuned. Look at our social media because we'll be talking about it on Instagram, the stories. If you look at the community page that we have on our YouTube site, we'll announce the time, and then as soon as we get to the time, we will throw down that number and we'll give it to the first person that calls in.
Right.
And it's kind of fun.
Yeah, and then in the second person that calls in, or the third, or however that works, if it even works that way, we might have a little consolation prize for you.
Yeah. So, the other thing, it's not the only giveaway we're doing.
No.
So Cobra wants to do some things. We've got some more Bell. We'll do a Bell helmet every month. And Cobra has a few things. In fact, they're talking about exhaust systems, and I know Brian had mentioned he wants to throw in a Clockworks, and
we have a lot of stuff to give away worth a lot of money, and we can't wait for you guys to be able to have a chance to get it because,
and test it and run what we run, and
right.
You'll hopefully be super stoked because we are. But
right.
Hey, we're out here doing what we're doing. We've got this nice little drop we're going to give you. So stay tuned for that. And what?
Well, we got the helmet. We got a new drop next Wednesday. I hope you guys watched this last Wednesday drop because it was really great with the wives. But we're going to go underground on the next Wednesday that comes out.
Underground.
So, and the wives will be with us there. So the giveaway, the new vlog coming, the live Instagram on Monday. Thursday, we're going to have special guest Lance Corey tell us all about the Pan America stuff you haven't heard yet. And what else?
Well, gosh, I mean, we've kind of hit a bunch. We do have a ride that'll drop as well in a couple of weeks that is another Young Gun ride where we take those guys around.
Are we going to drop a cool drop before that one?
We'll drop a cool drop before that. So, look, subscribe, hit the bell, comment, go out to our newsletter, our website, twolanelife.com. Subscribe to that newsletter as well because that's where we do a lot of communicating. That and the community page on YouTube.
Right.
We really love the thumbs up. That really helps.
Yeah, we're glad you guys are part of the team. And keep it up, and we're going to keep it up. And we do have a long trip coming up that we're going to have a good series for you, but we'll tell you about that later.
Yeah, so hey.
You know what we're going to do right now?
We're going
to go camping, man.
So one quick comment
before we throw it down the road.
Ruben Garza, my wife and I are going to go to Tucson from Riverside area. Is there a certain route you would recommend?
The 10?
I mean, yeah, I mean, I'd try to get down there as fast as you can and then spend some time on some of the outer places. So like before, if you get into Phoenix, if you could get out to Tortilla Flats, it's not a long ride out and not a long ride back, so it's maybe 2 hours tagging onto your ride. But it's just kind of a deal you got to get down to. And then if you're at Tucson's
beautiful.
You're not too far away from Tombstone or Bisbee.
Great sunrises, great sunset.
Yeah. And look at the Tucson Hotel. We stayed there in Tucson. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, look, it's time to say we will see you
down the road.